Hey guys, well, what's up, and welcome to another episode of Cookies and Cream Podcast, where today we're talking about our favorite Pokemon starters of each type. Alright, so here we go.
Alright, to get it started, my favorite fire starter has to be Charizard.
Why do you say Charizard? There is a lot of fire starters. A lot of people like the fire starters the most.
Well, I guess it's that intensity with Charizard. He is this big, hulking beast.
Okay.
You know, when you think of, like, the dragons, you think of these huge, monsters that destroy everything. So, Charizard kind of fits that bill.
Okay.
I mean, I know he's not typed dragon, but just the way he's designed and the way I played, he was my first, first one I picked, first one I used, and I felt so fulfilled seeing him grow up to be such a gigantic freaking monster.
Yeah, he also was actually my first one when I played Leaf Green. That was my first Pokemon game. But that is actually not my fire starter. My favorite fire starter is Blaziken. Now, I discovered Blaziken when I played Omega Ruby, and I love this guy. He was so much fun. I love Torchic, but just to be clear, this is a list on like our favorite third evolution, because the first evolution, that'll be a separate video. We'll cover that separately. But anyways, I love Blaziken. He is so good in the Hoenn region. He is just built for that region. There's so many grass types there. He just destroys. He kills it, and he looks amazing. He is so cool. He has the whenever I learned like Blaze Kick, that was my favorite move to use with him, because he like flies up and then he just kills everyone. It's amazing. It's an amazing move. And also another cool story with Blaziken is that he is my first shiny, and I got him through the Masuna method, so like hatching eggs. I had to work really hard to get that shiny, but he is my first shiny Pokemon, which is really, really special to me. Alright, so on with that, what is your favorite grass type?
Alright, I have to say my favorite grass starter has to be Chestnut.
Okay.
I know that Gen 6 wasn't the most particularly the favorite starters for most people, especially those who picked the fire type Fennekin, which I did actually skip because I knew what it involved into, so I was like, you know what, I've already had Froakie, and I kind of want to switch things up, but I don't like Fennekin. I never actually did pick Fennekin.
Yeah, Fennekin's a little bit of a disappointment.
So I was like, you know what would be really cool? Because I guess I had this thing for like big, bulky Pokemon.
Okay.
Because yet again, you look at Chestnut and you go, yeah, that guy is a beast.
That's definitely something in common that all the grass types have. They're all very large after the third evolution, or during the third evolution.
Yeah, you're right, they are. They're big, bulky characters, and I like that. They're monsters. I guess that's my thing. I like big monsters that just destroy everything, because it makes me feel like I'm some super trainer, knocking down the Elite Four with just my Chestnut.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't like him, especially because his the first starter one. One, he's a little dopey.
Yeah, he looks a little derpy.
And then the middle evolution's kind of like, okay, when does he start to look kind of cool? Because he still looks kind of derpy. And then you get to the final one, you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's why you like Chestnut, because he kind of starts as like the underdog.
You know what, he is, because he's not really super cute in my eyes compared to Froakie, because Froakie's adorable. But in my eyes, I mean, when you get him to the end, it's very fulfilling. Okay.
Alright, well, moving on to the next one. My favorite grass type is the third evolution of Turtwig, and sorry if I mispronounced this, Torterra. Now, this guy, he's a tank. He is the biggest grass type out of there. He's bigger than Bulbasaur, he's bigger than Chestnut, he's bigger than any grass type in the entire series. He is just a tank. He's unbelievable. He looks amazing. He's basically just a turtle with a tree growing on his back. I love that design. It's so simple, but it's so effective too, and it's really cool. I think that it's really fun to use him. I use him in Platinum. That's what I use him in. I didn't use him in Diamond, but I use him in Platinum, and I love him. He is fantastic. He he just has a lot of like, what's the word I'm looking for? He has a lot of one-hit moves, so he can like sweep a lot of the trainers that you face, which is really, really nice. I like that a lot about him.
Well, I guess we'll move on to the next type, which would be Water. Now, this is a little bit of a departure for me, because I like big, bulky characters, but Gen 6 kind of switched that up for me a little bit.
Okay.
So I actually ended up going up with Greninja. He's such a unique starter in my eyes. I mean, he really, truly is. I mean, he is freaking ninja. I mean, how much better can you get with someone like that?
Yeah.
He's got all the cool moves. The water shuriken. Dude, I love that move. He's just so cool. He's adorable. Froakie is absolutely adorable.
Yeah.
That's mainly why I picked him the first time around. And then he ends up growing up to be this super freaking ninja that goes around destroying. I mean, he's super fast too, which I kind of like.
Yeah, and I also picked Greninja for my water type. And another reason I love him is that, I mean, it doesn't make much sense in putting it without context, but whenever you use a different move, like if you use a normal type move or like a psychic type move, he changes into that move, which I think is a really, really cool ability and is really effective for like competitive play if you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah, didn't he get nerfed?
I don't think so.
I thought he got nerfed because he was too OP. I might be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't hear anything about that, so comment down below if he did get nerfed at all. Maybe he will in Sun and Moon. Maybe that's what you heard. Who knows?
I really don't know.
Yeah. Who knows if he even will be in Sun and Moon? That's the real question right there.
So disappointing.
It would be if he wasn't, but I mean, I have a bunch of them in my Pokemon bank, so I'll be alright. You know, no biggie.
I have a whole section of Greninjas.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually one I would definitely want on my team is Greninja. He, for sure, for a water. He's probably the best water type, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, with like the tanky Pokemons, they're really, really slow.
Yeah.
So if you can get that first move off, and you keep getting agility, you keep like boosting around. It gets kind of annoying, to be honest, going against someone who uses that. But
yeah, exactly. But that's pretty much it, guys. But before we end it, I want to ask Cookie, what is your favorite starter type? Do you prefer to go with fire, grass, or water traditionally?
Ooh, traditionally, I always go fire.
Okay. See, I'm more of a water kind of guy, but that's because I think the water type are so adorable, and I usually don't like what they evolve into. I love what Greninja evolved into, but I also love Oshawott and Piplup, and I don't really like what they evolved into, but I thought they were adorable at the beginning. And, that's why I traditionally go with waters, because I think they're cuter.
Don't they all start out cute, and then they get old and ugly?
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of like, an ex-wife or something like that. But, for Sun, I'm definitely going to go with the bird-type Pokemon, for sure.
Same.
The bird one.
Rowlet.
Yeah, Rowlet. I'm going Rowlet for Sun. Make sure you guys comment down below which starter you're going to go with for Sun and Moon, if you plan on getting that, for sure. But, anyways, guys, thanks for listening to another episode of Cookies and Cream. We do have 2 more episodes, and we just put out a new video of a MegaMan X4 review. So if you like what you heard here and want to go check out more, make sure to check those videos out, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, have a great day, guys.